Hey guys, sorry I probably sound sick because I am. Um, my 3-year-old brought not COVID because we just had COVID a month ago and I tested him and he was negative. Brought home just a regular cold on Friday and then he had it for like 4 days and then right as he got over it, I got it. So, but I think I'm almost over it because I don't feel terrible, just kind of blech. Um, but I'm trying to get through. I've been dedicating myself to trying to catch up on all my emails and DMs and stuff like that. That I've kind of just been letting accrue for months. Like I'll start catching up on one. I'll get like halfway through one inbox, and then the whole day is gone, and I'm exhausted, and then I stop. And yeah, it's a difficult thing because I feel compelled to reply to everyone. As long as they're not a total asshole, like if it's just like a nice message, I feel compelled to reply. And then I'm like, there's only one of me and there's all these people sending me messages. So that's why I try to push people towards joining the Discord chat, because then it's like one place that I can go in, check in, talk to people, and leave. And I know, some people are probably like, well, I don't want to talk to other people. I only want to talk to Cleo. And it's just like, well, then come to the live streams because that's the best way to talk to me, is just come to my Saturday live streams, and we can hang out and stuff. Because just if you didn't know, now you know. Trying to get through all my individual messages or whatever takes a really long time and is very physically and emotionally draining. Not physically like, oh, it's hard work, but just like it's a lot of well, more mentally draining, I guess. Anyway, so I wanted to complain a minute. I am a little distracted because for some reason Link didn't have school today, so he's like making noise in the living room and I'm trying to work anyway. But so I've been doing this for a long time. Been doing this for more than 10 years. The whole topless equality thing, and the whole time I was born and raised a nudist also. So I was born and raised not thinking that all nudity has to be sexual or whatever, and you can just be like naked and it doesn't matter. Like my kids are always pretty much always naked and nobody thinks anything about it. We're not like, because it's like whatever. It's like exactly the same as if they were clothed. Who cares? When it's warm, I go topless or whatever. I'm not one of these nudists that's like, I must be naked all the time, wearing clothes is agony, blah, blah. I'm definitely not like that. Like, I mean, I'm cold right now, so I'm wearing clothes. Amazing. Cold, wear clothes. Not, hot, don't wear clothes. That's literally the only science behind it. But anyway, I've been, the focus has always been on topless equality, hence the name. Topless topics. I talk about shit while I'm topless, and the shit I talk about is not, I'm not doing anything sexual. I just happen to be topless because, again, for anyone who might stumble on this video who hasn't been around for a long time, the entire purpose of my content is to show a non-sexual topless woman so that you can not only see a topless woman in a sexual situation, because that's the only way we normalize it. The only way that we can even highlight the issue and maybe someday way in the future get enough people to realize that it's absurd to tell all women that as long as their female nipples, as long as their female looking nipples are visible, then we're doing porn. We're naked and then therefore doing porn. Yeah, realize it's silly. But anyway, the thing that's frustrating to me is that, surprise surprise, my audience is very, 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 very predominantly straight white cis male. And even like among the regulars, the people that, I talk to all the time in live streams and reply to on social media and stuff like that, who are, seem like good people, some of them are, I think like 2 or 3 of the regulars are black. I don't think I have any regulars that are not white or black. I don't know. But oh wait, no. One is Native American. I forgot. He's really cool. He's actually he's a middle-aged guy. I mean, he's like half Native. I think he's half Native American, half Filipino, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, point being that the people that follow me tend to be quite homogenous, and they're pretty much entirely men. There's a couple of women that I talk to sometimes, but they're kind of their own content creators. They don't really like hang around in my live streams or anything like that. Hopefully that changes, because I would love to have more diverse community to talk to and amongst each other. And maybe that'll happen someday. But the thing is that even for the followers that I do feel like are good people and understand and support my mission of topless equality, humans in general tend to be very myopic, and unfortunately that seems to be, according to various studies, especially true for men, for especially cis men. But just our society is very male oriented. A woman speaks her mind and she's called a bitch. A man speaks his mind and he's considered a strong leader, that kind of shit. And so there's a lot of implicit bias and people don't realize it. And, I don't think it's a conscious choice, again, on the part of the regulars who I like and think are good. But time and time again, reading words of intended support from men, it's always like, yeah, full body nudity isn't sexual, it should be allowed, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I support that. I 100% support that. I was born and raised a nudist. Like I said, I have always thought it's ridiculous to just be like, oh, someone's naked, therefore they're having sex. Like, but if they wear a teacup bikini, it doesn't matter what they're doing. It doesn't matter if they're spreading their legs straight at the camera, like many music videos. Somehow that's not sex, but just sitting there naked is. But what's very frustrating to me is, you notice they talk about full body nakedity. They don't say full body, but they say, oh yeah, naked is fine. They should be allowed to be naked. My main focus is topless equality. Why the fuck are female nipples considered naked but not male nipples? Because that is clearly evident every time that, I get banned on a platform, whatever. It's for nudity. Topless only, nudity. A guy takes his shirt off fucking anywhere, and, people might be like, why are you taking your shirt off, and make a joke about it, but he's not going to get banned. He's not going to get arrested. He's not going to get banned from a website. And I don't understand why this seems to be such a I'm not trying to sound insulting, but difficult concept for so many men to realize that they're making it about how can they also benefit from a change in attitudes, because, they already have the ability to go topless anywhere online and pretty much anywhere outside and everything and not be harassed in the US and yeah, but they don't really, they just do it without even thinking. They just think, oh yeah, nudity. Yeah, nudity should be accepted. It's like, they don't stop and think, why are female nipples considered nude, but male nipples aren't? Some do. And, some don't necessarily think of that at the beginning, but then after I point that out, they're like, yeah, you're right. But it's just, I don't know, it's just frustrating to me that more of my legitimate supporters, trying to say follower and support at the same time, don't think about that they're changing it to how do I personally benefit from this attitude of, normalizing nudity. I'm just asking you, if you are a legitimate supporter of topless equality, please think a little bit more about, are you supporting women, what algorithms perceive as females having the same rights as what algorithms assume are males? Or are you only looking at it through the lens of pretending that I'm a man, a man, want to be able to go fully naked online and not be banned as porn. And if that's all you're interested in is full body nudity, and you don't see giving women the same rights as men as far as topless equality goes as a necessary step between what we have now and acceptance of full body nudity, then that's up to you. To me, as a female looking person who, obviously, as my toplesstopics.org/band page will tell you, have many, 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 many experiences with.
I pooped on the floor in our bedroom. And I peed.
My 5-year-old just announced that he pooped on the floor.
I'm serious. I really did.
I love being a stay-at-home parent. It's so